Oh boy, does the Epic Games versus Apple court cases just keep battling on and keep getting more and more confusing over time. What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's video we are once again revisiting the land of Epic Games versus Apple. As you guys know, and if you are out of the loop right now, iOS currently does not have Fortnite on it due to Epic Games basically trying to go against Apple's monopoly. Well, in a slight turn of events, it appears that Apple is actually trying to recruit the help of Valve, aka the creators of the rival Epic Games platform Steam over on PC, to give Apple documents that are supposed to help Apple in some shape or form. It is a very confusing situation, so I'm going to try summarizing it in as little words as I possibly can. So basically, let's talk about what Apple's actually requesting from Valve. So they have two requests, one called Request 2 and Request 32. Now, Request 2 is asking for Valve to give Apple data on the total yearly sales of apps and in-game purchases on their store, the annual advertising revenues from Steam, annual sales of external products attributed to Steam. So let's say you have like a program or something that is bought on their like wallpaper engine. That might be what that means. Obviously, I could be wrong here. Annual revenue from Steam, so just how much money Steam makes overall, and the annual earnings, whether gross or net, from Steam. Now, gross earnings, simply put, is the income in the total income of all wages, salaries, profits, everything of a business before deductions on taxes, basically, or before taxes in general happen. While net income, on the other hand, is basically just the entire income they made that year after deducting the taxes, the deductions, all of that stuff that needs to be deducted. So it's basically how much money they actually profited at the end of the year instead of how much money they made overall without subtracting what they spent that money on. Now, for Request 2, Valve refused to produce it, which is kind of pretty funny for Valve just be like, nope, you're not getting that, buddy. Let's talk about Request 32 real quick. Now, Request 32 is something that is very just insane to think about and see, which is Apple requesting the name of every single app or game on Steam, the date and range of when the app was available on Steam, and the price of the app and any of the in-app products available on Steam. So for those who don't know, the number one person on Steam with the most games owned owns over 26,000 games. So let alone if we were to just put that guy's whole entire Steam library and list it out to Apple, that would be massive. That would be so many pages, and it includes the in-app purchases, so any DLCs, whether it be microtransactions, a cosmetic bundle, whatever it may be. That in general is just a massive amount of information that could not be easily given to Apple in the time that they're simply requesting it. Now, for some reason, Apple says the reason why they need this information is because it's basic information relating to the identity and availability of the games over time on Steam, and is needed to determine the scope and breadth of the digital distribution marketplace, and is quote-unquote relevant to showing competition between these platforms. Now, keep in mind, Apple is a mobile provider mostly, but there is a Mac computer and you can use those. This is about the iOS mobile store, which is where Fortnite was battling against. Now, Valve admitted that this information does exist in some sort of undisclosed, readily accessible format, but generally claims that it won't produce either Request 2 or Request 32 because that information is too confidential or too burdensome to gather in a manner Apple requested, so in like the time Apple wanted them to have it by, which, let's be honest, Steam, which has been around for literal ages, there's some people with like 12-year plus badges on Steam, has a lot of information from games that have come and games that have gone. Not only this, but as someone who used to level up a lot on Steam, one thing I know is that Steam has actively removed games from their platform in the past that have broken their terms of service. So considering that Apple wants a full entire list, it wouldn't include just the games that are currently available on Steam, but it would include every single game that ever touched the Steam platform, including unreleased builds of games, unreleased like product placements, whatever it may be, and that could lead to actually some leaks regarding future Valve products or just future games in general. Now, basically, here is Valve's official positioning regarding the whole Apple versus Epic debate. Valve is a privately held company with approximately 350 employees that develop PC video games. Valve does not make or sell phones, tablets, or video games for mobile devices, or otherwise compete in the mobile market. Valve also operates the Steam platform, which is an online platform that allows users to play PC games on their laptops and desktops. And over 30,000 plus PC games are available on Steam, with over 99% of those being made by third parties that aren't actually Valve themselves. Now, most of these games can be bought elsewhere, including from the developers directly from brick-and-mortar retail stores or on other PC game platforms. Third-party developers that offer their games on Steam control all of the pricing and the content in that game, and then Valve simply collects the purchase price from Steam users and remits a little bit of the proceeds back to the developer while they keep their own revenue share of apps. Now, keep in mind that Fortnite has never been available on Steam, and Epic has publicly and unequivocally stated that it will not offer Fortnite on Steam unless Valve quote-unquote changes its business model. Now, something very important to mention here is that Epic basically said if Valve was to ever change their business model, Fortnite could actually become a game on Steam, which is just super interesting to think about. Now, to summarize a little bit more of this documentation regarding Apple trying to summon Valve, they basically state that this is, well, an overwhelming amount of work and that it's only for a single thing, which is the Apple versus Epic debate. According to Valve, Apple demands that Valve would repeat this process thousands of times and be at least required to repeat this thousands of times, and the underlying data exists somewhere spread across multiple data centers, which basically means that it would be super overwhelming, especially in a time period that Apple would need it by, for Valve to first off collect all the information, but do it thousands and thousands and thousands of times again. Now, I want to make this as clear as day that I'm not a legal expert. I did not go to college for law, and actually I withdrew from college in the first month to do YouTube full-time. But I just want to say that I'm not trying to give advice. I'm not trying to persuade you guys into believing that Apple's in the right, Valve's in the right, Epic's in the right even. I am not trying to persuade you guys anyway. I'm just here to just state the facts and kind of like summarize it while talking with you champs and champettes regarding what's going on with the court documents and my own understandings of it. So basically, a TLDR of the whole entire little video today was that Apple summoned Valve to try getting more information from Valve so that they could take it to court against Epic Games regarding their whole debates and stuff, and Valve basically said, sorry man, nope, we're not doing it. It is super interesting though to see Apple trying to get other companies to bring them information that they can use against Epic Games, and with that said, I hope you champs and champettes enjoyed today's video, and the comment question of the day, we're just going to make it simple. What is your favorite thing to put on top of a pizza? Personally, I'm gonna be honest here, hate me all you want, I'm fine with pineapples on pizza, but I want to know your opinions on pizza and their toppings down in the comments down below. And with that said, my name's FireMonkey. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you enjoyed it and it helped you learn some stuff. Maybe you can help some other people learn some stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and I am out.